sit wherever?
Yeah, please. All of our parents soon. Just, enter the space, sit wherever you'd like. Don't worry about it. I believe we've just got one or two more people about to come in, and then we'll shut the door and get started. Hello.
There's one here as well.
Right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have your attention just for a moment. So, before we get started, a very brief disclaimer. There is a photographer and some cameras around. The performance is being recorded for marketing, research, and documentation purposes. If there is absolutely any trouble with that, please come talk to me at any point in the show, and we'll make sure that that's sorted. But without further ado, I'd like to just introduce you to a quote. Difference breeds fear. Fear eliminates curiosity. I am other is a lens that encourages you to be curious about the things that challenge your sense of right and wrong. Now, with that in mind, when you enter this space, you'll probably notice that there's a series of words all across the room. Just take a moment, perhaps a minute, just to look at all those words. Feel free to move around, have a look, but pick 3 of them that stand out to you and that you feel represent your core values, things that really resonate with you. Don't overthink it too much. Just have a look around, take a minute, and lock 3 words in your mind that really resonate with you. I'll just give you a minute on that. Thank you. Don't worry too much or don't overthink it. Just 3 ones that really resonate with you. Just another 30 seconds on that. Fantastic. Hopefully you've all had the opportunity just to pick 3 out. And now, as you all entered the space, I gave you all a number on a card. If the 2s could gather here, the 3s here, the 4s here, and the 5s here, I'll explain the next thing. So, now you're all in your respective groups. What I'd like you to do, ladies and gentlemen, if it's quite alright, is decide amongst your groups collectively 3 values that represent all of you that are gathered around there. I've got 3 little cards for you here that if you could write those values onto, I'd be very appreciative and I will hand them round. But yes, 3 values that represent your collective groups. Discuss it amongst yourself and I'll give you about 3 minutes. Thank you. Here you are. Sorry, anyone feeling a little bit confused, that's this side of it. Thank you. Here we are. So, thank you. Oops, 1 runaway card. So if you could write down your values on them when you've decided amongst your group, and if you're feeling particularly excited, bring more blueberry pens. Once you've written them down, I'll take them back and just decide amongst yourself and agree upon those values. Here's a pen. Yes, please, if you could write them down.
Well, inspiration.
You too. Apologies. Here is. Oh yeah. Slow down. Here you are. My apologies about that. Thank you. Just a minute and a half on that, please, ladies and gentlemen. Just your collective values. Just a minute and a half longer. Oh, you look like an ascending patient. Oh, fantastic. Not that it was a competition, but if it were. Not that it is a competition, but one group has completed their values. Are you nodding at me, looking at me, and waiting eagerly? Fantastic, thank you very much. Thank you, I should take back the pen, thank you. This is why I always lose them. I am coming back. If you're still going, it's not a problem. Have you managed to Absolutely fantastic, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll just make sure I don't. These are all thank you. Are you feeling? I took yours first. Unfortunately, no, I lost so many of them. They used to be 4 black pens. Now we've got like 20 minutes. Not to put pressure on you all. Of course, take your time, I'll give you another 10 seconds. Yes, take your time, mate. There's no right or wrong answers, just those who will be just in the same. Thank you. Alright, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for that. I appreciate you humouring me with that exercise. So, let me pop these in the real survivor of the fringe, this envelope. Yes, no budget spared, although I am actually very much struggling here, so this is not the performance. Right, and we'll leave that just there for now. So, I would like to leave you all with one final quote. It's not our differences that divide us, it's our inability to accept, recognise, and celebrate those differences. And with that, I would like to welcome you all to I Am Other. Oh, sure.
That was it. That's where the incident happened. Gather round. Come on. That's where she was sat. That's where they were sitting. That's it. And when we were there, she said something. What did you say?
So hungry, darling. Why don't we both finish off the cheese? There you go, Sally. Do you want another one too, Raja?
How was Sally's first term at school?
Oh, I think she's bored. She's so clever, they don't challenge her enough. Clever girl.
Wasn't she a September baby? Didn't you have her really late in the year on purpose so she would be the cleverest?
Roger won previous races. Had sports team last week, didn't you, darling?
Really? How did he know he'd finish?
It's an astigmatism, he's not blind.
It's probably why he's a bit behind.
But he's doing quite well, actually. It's good for him to have different things to do, a proper routine. What's Abby doing in sport?
Sammy doesn't do structured activities.
Life is a structured activity.
Okay, Mum, thanks.
I didn't say he was behind.
Oh, it's just that Mum said the other day. No, never mind. I got it wrong. Come on, Sammy, finish your food, darling. So, are you still getting the bathroom done then?
Yeah, we only can afford it.
I said no such thing.
How's work going?
You'll find out.
Tell them about your latest project, darling. So interesting.
Come on. Isn't it hard in the arts?
It's really hard in the arts, but I've had to work really hard this year to get us over the line. That's all that matters.
Well, Steve's promotion means he'll get a significant pay bump too.
Working away from home again, I assume.
Blaming away more, I think.
Go on, tell them. It's so cool.
Right, fine. It's a photographic exhibition. It's all about survivors of forced marriages and honour crimes. It's all in headset.
Sounds like a right laugh.
Do you know what the other thing is a right laugh in headset? You can bring completely made up worlds to life, like the Bible.
Sounds great, but I don't get it. See, work, they've got this VIP pass thing for the V&A, and I went and held this 600-year-old pair of shoes in my hands, and it was amazing. To have something that old with that much history, and to have it there in real life.
Is that one of those new bleeding head malarkeys everybody's buying these days? Is it like a newfangled turbany thing? Perhaps that Sharif bloke could use one now he's becoming incapacitated.
We have 4 in the home now. Don't quite know why we need 4.
Don't quite know how seeing a digital copy of those shoes would have been the same.
The headsets are good. It's really fun to play the games. Even Roger had a go. Bit too big for his own mind, but he loved it.
Well, I saw this thing on Insta the other day. This guy was walking around a field wearing just a pair of glasses and he was shouting wow at everything. And then this little box pops up and it says, it's like you're really there and everything is so vivid. Real life. And he pissed himself. I kind of agree with what he was saying though.
Hold on a second. That's quite a privileged position to be in, right? Just because you can touch it doesn't mean anyone else can. Yeah, of course it's a digital copy, but that's not the point. Right? It's about the story you're telling and how you experience it. It's about connection, mental, emotional connection, empathy. Can't empathise with someone if you don't understand it.
Some things are just not worth understanding.
What are your guys' plans for Christmas then?
Oh, did you say you might bring the dogs?
I don't know yet, I've spoken to Mum. Steve wants to go and hang out with his sister, meet his new niece. But this one's less of a little bitch.
No, don't talk about your mother like that.
Excuse me. Heidi, not in front of the children, please.
Well, it's true. She's so needy, always crying. She has offered to pick Savvy up from school before, but she always wants to stay for a cuppa and a play date. Cassie is just a bit too much, especially around our house. She wants to send them to the same school so that they'd be there for each other, but Savvy would just turn into a monster. Cassie has no manners, just like her mother. Simple.
Maybe we could come up to you then.
Fun times, what do you do?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could meet up in London, somewhere between Christmas and New Year. Do something with the kids, so much easier. Maybe just us girls and Mum.
Yeah, we'll have to check.
Check what?
What Darren thinks.
Yeah, of course.
Shall Nanny read you a story? You know that? Yeah. Roger, do you want to listen? Story of my life.
Right, you can do whatever you like, okay, darling? Don't worry. You don't have to listen to that. Good boy.
Genesis. Noah was sons.
Right, now, put this hand here, this hand there, elbows off the table. Finish? Finish what's on your plate before taking any more food, please. Do you understand? I said, do you understand?
Roger, you don't have to answer those questions, okay? Good boy, you don't have to answer any of those questions.
Come on, you two, there's pudding.
Uh-huh.
Are you having some?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I just thought she was trying to lose some weight. That's not. I'm just saying what you said.
Probably a good thing.
Bells. Biscuit.
Darren?
Oh, yes, please, I'd love one. Thank you very much. That deal was lovely.
Durham and Bella made it, actually.
Right. Thank you.
Durham?
Yes, please.
At least you're not diabetic.
Where did that come from?
It's just a biscuit, Mum.
You're not allowed, are you?
So,
Look, why is he taking another piece of cheese? He hasn't finished the one on the plate already.
I don't know. Manners, I guess.
Boy, you two, eat up, otherwise no biscuits.
Excuse me, eat more cheese, please. Even the other piece, now that you've touched it.
Look, what's he doing? What's he playing with it? He thinks it's confetti or something.
Unbelievable.
Look, finish what's on your plate first, please.
Come on, darling.
Roger, do you want another slice of cheese? In fact, do you want all the cheese? Good boy, have as much as you like.
You had enough to eat, darling.
Fine, Bella.
It's just dropped that food on the floor. What a waste. Do you know, I think you did that on purpose. The stable manners are just disgusting.
What the hell are you doing to my son?
What?
Why the fuck did you just attack my son?
I've got the foggiest what you're
You just
talking
assaulted my son, you absolute racist piece of shit.
Oh, don't you use language like that with him.
That's not going to fucking help you. The last thing you want is a Christian. You know, when you pop your clothes up, it's not the direction you're going to go in.
How dare you talk to us like that?
How dare you assault my son?
The Lord rebuke you.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
these
Why don't you take your favourite daughter and your favourite granddaughter and fuck off as
You
well?
always have a bee in your bonnet about us being the
Yeah,
favourites.
fuck you.
It's all in your
It's
heads.
fine, just leave it. This isn't to do with
I guess it's to do with all of us.
Did no one just see what happened?
Why not
You're not going to say
So,
anything.
raise your voice.
Oh,
Can we just talk about this, please?
Your behaviour, as always, has been very aggressive.
yeah? And fuck all of you. I'm sick of this.
So you have to witness that. All language, as always, right in front of the children.
Unbelievable. I don't want Roger to have anything to do with them.
Darling, calm down.
Calm down. You always say to calm down. I'm not fucking doing it. They attacked our son, Bella.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, great. Because you didn't see it means it didn't happen.
No. It was just a disproportionate reaction. You upset Mum.
I've had enough of him. Durham. Where are you? You said that you'd be here. But you can't just expect me to look after her by myself all day. You said. Steve, I don't think you're getting it. Tiberius is a dick, yes, but this is not about him. Durham told me to fuck off.
Disproportionate to what? Roger being attacked? Yeah, you always say that as well. I'm not going to sit here and be quiet while those guys fuck me up the arse.
Durham, calm down.
Calm down.
And why did you have to have a go at hiding?
Why couldn't she just marry a nice Christian man? Good values.
He's not getting away with that.
With what?
That, calling me a racist.
Well,
That's true. And that this is your fault.
take that back.
She's just as bad. At least your mum tells me to my face what she thinks of me.
Your beef is with Tiberius. You didn't have to bring my family into it.
5 years, Bella. 5 years I've had to put up with this. I'm not doing it anymore.
He was the one that shouted. Look, I don't want anger like that around Savvy, okay? She notices it. Mum won't have anything to do with him now, and it's all his fault, but I can't even ask Bella for anything. Great. Steve, I don't care if he was defending his fucking son. He made me look like a fucking idiot in front of Mum and just made this situation unhelpful. Mum and I beg Lewis to come to babysit next night. Don't go saying shit like that or they won't come. Yes, it is what matters. No matter what, she's my mum. Just come home.
If you brought her up like a proper, normal, decent human being, then we wouldn't have to tolerate that overweight sack of shit in our midst.
It is none of your business how I brought up my children. How dare you? You are not their father.
He needs to know what's for. We haven't worked on all these years like that lot. Come over here and take over while they own the place, and then go around stabbing children. Oh, I'm going to write, you know. No, it needs to come from you. You need to write him a letter.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Mass deportation now. Set fire to the fucking hotels for all the bastards for all I care. And take the treacherous government and politicians with them while they're at it. You know, it makes me physically sick when I think about what those families have to go through with this kind of walking around. And that makes me a racist, so be it.
It's just so sad. I mean, we are full. Where are we going to put them all? And who's going to pay to feed everybody?
Shut up, you bleeding heart liberal.
Their dad would be so upset. Bella meant everything to him.
What?
Oh, nothing.
You know what? Better still, put him on a boat and let him drown and take that spoiled little shit with him while he's at it.
Are you listening? Huh? Are you listening?
No matter what happened, she's my mum, they are my family.
Yeah? What does that make us, Bella? So, that's how that incident ended. It was a year and a half ago, and you all saw that, right? From your point of view. So I've got a question. What do you think the problem is? Whose fault is it? What did you just experience? What are your thoughts about what you've just seen? Anyone, please tell me. Any thoughts? Just share how you feel. Share what you think you've just seen. Absolutely. Yeah, but do you, and what do you mean by that? What about what he was doing felt prejudicial to you?
Like, it was discriminating someone based on it's like part of them and then he had a child that's done that.
I agree. Anyone else? Any other thoughts? Where do you think the problem is?
On the surface of it, it actually didn't seem like really anything happened
Yeah.
to cause the type of reaction that then happened, which makes you then wonder what's happened previously. Is it the straw that's broke the camel's back, and actually is it all silly sort of microaggressions that have led to this event?
I agree, and it's like I said, you know, it's 5 years of this, so absolutely. Anything else? Any thoughts? Please, this is our story too, it's a safe space. There's no right or wrong answer, just tell me how you feel, what you feel about what you've just seen. Where do you think the problem is? What thoughts do you have? Go for it.
It's also not like the women setting the boundaries with the full of it and just giving them that to do.
This lady. Okay, I accept that. Were you going to say something? No, sorry.
I guess he was trying to, I thought he was maybe trying to find some problems, no matter if there was any problems, so it's like constantly there's choosing, like, there's something here's at the back in his head, actually he was just against it all anyway, so he was just trying to find things to prove that that's how he felt, to show that that was okay, but it's not.
Do you know, I think that as well. I really believe it's about the lens through which you see the world. Right? Because if you wear a lens which is all about negativity, you'll see negativity, right? And the opposite. So I agree with you. I personally, I don't know, but I reckon that's what's going on too. Anyone else? Any thoughts?
He was like pushing his aggression onto the child and like taking out on the child when he don't deserve it.
Yeah. And it wasn't the child's fault, right? A child's allowed to be a child, right? Thank you. This is, unless there's any other comments, go for it. bet you're all thinking, who am I? What the hell is this that you've just walked into? And why are you here? So can I just answer those questions for you, if I may? So I'm Dharam Singh Banerjee. I'm a Sikh. I don't know if you know much about Sikhs, so we wear turbans. We have 5 things that we all have on our person. So the first one is hair. It's called kes. So my hair used to be down to here. I've never cut it. So I've always had my hair, and as I grow old and I'm old, it's all getting shorter and shorter. Second is a kanga, and a kanga is like a ceremonial comb. So you put that in your hair, it's all about cleanliness, discipline, and things like that. Then we have a kirpan, which is like a ceremonial knife. I don't carry that these days, I get arrested, so it's at home, sitting there, but I have it. Then we have kachera, which is undergarments. So it's all about discipline, it's about self-cleanliness, that kind of stuff, right? But the most important thing is this. So this is called a gala, and it's a bracelet. And it's meant to represent, like, God's eternal love for you and your eternal love for God. But my mum, who's in that photo over there, so that's me when I was the same age as my son Roger. I was 6 in that photo, like he is here. My mum melted her wedding jewellery, and so this is made out of all her wedding jewellery, which she made for me, my brother and my sister. And it represents my eternal love for her and her eternal love for me. It means everything to me. So I was born in Nairobi, so that makes me an African Indian immigrant with a British passport. So yeah, it's not a lot of luck. What is this? So I can only describe it as an empathy engine. So because it's about asking questions, right? It's about dealing with difficult topics, but in a safe space where we can gamify how we actually deal with it. How can we, in a sort of more acceptable and accessible way, answer some difficult questions and think about them. And it's like a hive mind. So it's your story too, right? It's not my story, it's not their story, it's our story. So I'd like you to bear that in mind as we go forward. And why are you here? So I'd like us to do 3 things together. I want us to move. The story's going to take part in different parts of this space at the table. If you want to join us, please do. Wherever you want to sit, wherever you want to move, don't ask permission. Go and have your experience. And I want us to explore. So, you know, like the riots at the moment, like in England there were all the riots and stuff. And also, like the comment you made about this table, everyone's shouting at each other, right? There's like a point of view, another point of view. But what is there? There's noise. What's in the middle? Why is no one asking, why are you saying that? What is your point of view? Where's that common understanding? So instead of telling you a story today, I'm going to ask you a story, right? So we're going to all basically, hopefully, find a way to collaboratively figure out what this is. And the last thing I'd like us to do is to share. It might be uncomfortable, it might be personal, you don't have to do it, but I encourage you to come out of your comfort zone a little bit. And in fact, to quote John F. Kennedy, he said, too often we rely on the comfort of opinion without the discomfort of thought. And for me, that's really important, because if we don't come out of our comfort zone, we won't know what else is out there. We won't be able to take off the lens, like we said, that we've got on the world. So I'm just going to push you slightly out of your comfort zone now, if I may. And I wondered if you could come with me to this area and just form 2 lines opposite one another. So if you just stand about this far apart, find somebody who you maybe don't know as well, and stand opposite them. Go for it. So if you come back here, you stand in a line here, and get us, if you go as far back as you can to the seats. How many of you are there? Go for it. There's spaces at the end there. It says 2, 4, 6. Just find somebody to stand opposite. Does everyone have someone to stand opposite right now? Are we missing one person? Oh, there you go. There's somebody there. Do you want to go and stand there? If you stand at the end there. So you've got you guys, you, yeah? Right. So therefore, if you go, that's it. If you go and stand there, could you stand there? If that's okay? Cool. So you guys, yes? And then you guys have got, so we're missing one person, right? Host. Could you come and stand here, host? Thank you so much. So now, when we start this exercise, if you can, just move slightly further apart from one another. Just slightly, that's it, that's perfect. So as I talk, please look at the person opposite you, and don't look at me while I'm talking. Look at that person. Find that person opposite you as I talk. So when you're looking at this person, what I want you to look for is, like, how is this person standing? Have they got their arms in front of them, to the side, behind them? Are they chewing their nails? Do they look nervous? How have they got their shoulders? Do they look confident? Are they wearing glasses? Are they smiling? Take that person in, and as you're breathing, I want you to answer or think about these questions. What is it about this person that's the same as you? And then what is it about this person that's different from you? And as you think about that, when you feel comfortable, take one step towards each other. Okay, now I just want you to focus on their face. Are they wearing glasses? Do they have a beard? What colour hair do they have? What kind of hairstyle do they have? Are they smiling? And if they're smiling, what other facial features activate? Just really look at their face, every feature, their ears, their nose, their mouth, and keep breathing. And I ask you the same questions again. What is similar about them to you, and what do you feel is different about them to you? And now, without touching, because we don't have ethics approval, could you take one step again and get as close as you comfortably can to that other person? But now also, I challenge you to get as close as you can in terms of your comfort zone. So now, just focus on their eyes. And if we can try not to, you can do whatever you like, but if we can try and just look at their eyes, what colour eyes do they have? Are their pupils dilated? Do they look sad? Are they giggling? Are they happy? Are their eyes the windows to their soul? What else do you see when you see in their eyes? And I want you to keep breathing, and I ask you the same question again. What is it about them that's the same as you? What is it about them that's different from you? And if you let me, I'm going to tell you something my mum used to say to me. She used to say, stand up and be the other. That is where you will find the truth. And if you don't mind, when you're ready, just keep breathing, but when you're ready, I'd like to tell you the rest of this story. So please come and join me around the table again. Thank you for doing that. Just if you spread around the table, if you want to sit on one of the chairs, if you can, that's it. So 4 months after the incident that you saw at the beginning, I decided to text Steve. Steve is Heidi's husband, and he's a cocky little shit, right? He's one of those pretty boys that thinks the whole world revolves around him. We all know those, right? Yeah. Do you know, I once went for a drink with Steve before all of this happened, and he said about his wife, right, and I quote, we'd had a few, and he goes, if it was to her advantage, she'd sell me down the river too. It tells you everything you need to know about Heidi. So here's the thing, right? When I texted him, it felt really, really weird. And I was thinking about it, why did I react so badly to those texts? So I've been talking to my therapist about this, my therapist Jake about it. And he said that we all wear a mask, and the mask that we wear is like hiding what's truly going on underneath. So if you really ask why you have that mask on, you find something out, right? But then he said something that really got to me, because I started talking about my son and so forth. And he goes that when you go through trauma when you're a child, the mask you put on, you forget that you've got that right. And then you see the whole world through that mask. So how do you remove that mask? And when I was texting him, it didn't feel like he was texting me. It felt like they were texting me. It felt like they were telling me I'm shit. Then I felt like the whole world was telling me I'm shit. And the thing that hurt me the most was, as they were texting, it felt like me, my inner self, my inner child, was literally looking at me and shouting in my face and telling me that I'm shit too. But I didn't have any choice, right? Because I had them ignoring me, and even my wife. But better, why? You know, maybe I did shout, maybe I didn't have a point, maybe I didn't do something that you agreed with, but maybe, just maybe, I'm allowed to be myself, you know? So I texted him. So I take it it's not okay then to talk about this situation.
Oh, for God's sake.
To be honest, I try not to get involved. And you've spoken to Doc, nothing will change?
Oh, great. Glad you see both sides of the story.
until you erupted, and I don't agree with the way you behaved. What went before was between you and them.
Yeah? Well, I don't agree, okay? You didn't hear my side of the story. So therefore, you just think they're right and I'm wrong. Do you know what that's called? Bias.
What, so I'm lying?
Oh, God, there's a difference between lying and not telling the truth. Like, don't you think their actions would have impacted on Raja?
Until and when you erupted, Raja was fine.
You reject that he was fine. He wasn't crying or hurt.
Yeah, erupted a bit strong, don't you think?
Roger was fine.
Oh,
Roger was fine. Right. We need to tell him. Pick up your piece of card. We're going to use this as a mask. Pop the eye hole out and hold it up. And we're going to tell him that Roger was fine, because he was. You saw, he wasn't harmed, nothing happened. So join with me and say, Roger was fine.
Roger was fine.
We're going to tell him.
Yeah.
Roger
was fine.
A bit louder, join in.
Roger was fine.
Was fine.
Roger was fine.
You join in.
Roger was fine. Roger was fine.
Raja was not fine! But thanks for clarifying. He was being his usual cocky self. But at the very same time that this happened, my wife asked me to do something I never thought she'd ask me to do.
Why don't you go for a drive?
Why?
Fresh air will do you some good.
And why did I have to go, Bella?
Okay, I'll go then and you can chill here.
Bella, that's not what I meant.
I know, darling, but
But what?
she's my mother and they are my family and I would really appreciate being able to see them too. They don't want you around after what happened. Look, I just want to see my mum.
Let me get this right. Yeah. Even though it's my house.
Our house. And yes, it is unfair. But I don't see them the way you do. Look, if you're not going to leave, at least let Raja see her.
She's complicit, Bella. She egged Tiberius on.
You were rude to my mother.
Oh my God, so that's okay, but attacking my son, you know, that was alright, but I can't defend him.
Darling, you began to get angry like you're doing now.
Attacked our son, Bella. He's 5.
Well, she said that she was just disappointed in his behaviour and, you know, a bike is always
Her
playing.
back. Fuck that, she's a bully, Bella.
Well, she believes that she deserves more respect from you, no matter the circumstances.
Why? Because she's the matriarch. Huh? Respect is earned, not just given.
Not to them. Different generation, my love.
You will not get me to side with you against my wife and her mum. I'm trying quite hard to sit on the fence and not get involved.
Pretty one-sided fence, don't you think?
Everybody in that room witnessed your anger and aggression.
The kids didn't understand that it wasn't directed at them.
4 months ago, an old man and an old woman attacked my son for misbehaving, even though Savannah was doing exactly the same thing. So I'm just meant to ignore that. Added to the years of racist attitudes and abuse. I'm sick of it.
I'm not quite sure why this was become about race.
Oh my God. Yeah, except that white man with no lived experience of being in my shoes or knowing what it's like to be me. They just don't understand what difference is. Why is it not okay to be different? Oh, for fuck's sake.
It is possible that they just don't like you.
It's a bit of a stretch just to call them all racists.
At least I stood up for something. All you have done is made me and my family feel unwelcome, unwanted, and made me feel like an outcast. Right? What am I meant to do? Like, why is it not okay to do the right thing? Why can't I stand up for my son? Why won't you take my side?
This isn't about sides.
Oh my God. It is about sides, Bella. Right? I've fallen on my sword for you and for us. I've always been the bigger man. You always asked me to be the bigger man. And I'm sick of it, okay?
She just doesn't like you.
Yeah, or she could just fuck off. And so can he. He's not even related to us.
Look, you're just not who she was expecting.
Oh, wonderful.
You're waiting for one, she's always had an issue with that. And your job, she doesn't get it. She doesn't get why you now want to work for the DSS or whatever they're called. It's not a proper job in her eyes. I mean, even I don't quite know what you do.
She's a bitch, Bella.
Dad would have agreed with you if he was still here.
They took the wrong parent.
Durham, that's my mum you're talking about.
Like, I miss my mum. If she was here, she'd have looked after him. She'd have been a grandmother. She'd have sung to him. Like she did to me, she sung to us. Why can't they just treat me like a fucking human being too?
You lost your temper in front of everybody.
If that had happened to Savannah, wouldn't you have had the same reaction?
I really think you're starting to lose it.
Oh, fuck off.
Go on, we need to tell him. Get your mask up, please. And tell him. Go on, mask up, please. It needs to be told. I think you're starting to lose it.
I think you're starting to lose it.
I think you're starting to lose it.
I think
you're starting to lose it.
I think you're starting to lose it.
I think you're starting to lose it.
I think you're starting to lose it.
I think you're starting to lose it.
Don't you want to know why? Don't you want to know why?
No.
They have the audacity to sing about grace. Fucking hypocrites. Look, I don't know where to go, Bella. Now, where do you want me to go and hide?
Out, go be with yourself for a bit. Have a drink in the park. Film.
A film. I'm not doing that, Bella. I'm not doing that. Do you know why? Because it is my house. Do you know what I'm going to go and do in my house? I'm going to go and take a shit. Do you know why? Because I'm not walking on eggshells while some old fucking biddy thinks gaslighting is how you keep the house warm. Right? I'm sick of you thinking that I'm being unfair. You're asking me to hide in my own home so that you can take our son to see your family. Right? I'm not doing it.
Fair enough, darling. Just, I want to see my family.
Oh, great. Well, I'll be the bigger man then, shall I? Can we get away from this table? Could you join me over there, please? So just spread out in that area. I'll come here. So that's when I last felt different. That made me feel really, really different. So I've got a question for you guys. When's the last time you felt different? When did you last feel that it was you against the rest of the world? When did you last feel that you were alone? When did you last feel that you were in a situation where there was no way out and you had no one to help you? And you were in your groups before, there were 3 groups, right, that you were in. Can I ask you to just find the people in that group and take a few minutes to answer that question? Thank you. Right, 30 more seconds, guys. So wherever you are in your conversation, thank you so much for doing that. Can I ask you to congregate in that area there for me? Can I have your permission to tell you when I first felt different? You can spread out and sit down if you like. It's okay, just do whatever you want, guys. It's your story, so you do whatever you want. You know, so in that photo I'm 6, and like I said, it's the same age that Raja was. So Raja means prince in Punjabi, is what I mean. So because I was born in Kenya, I spoke Punjabi and Swahili first, and then learned French and English actually when I was the same age as them. And it's interesting, like he and Bella, that's it, that's my unit, like there's nothing, it's us against the rest of the world. And we spoil him, like I buy him a body weight in Lego probably once a month, because I've learned that good parenting is about bribery, so that's a good lesson if you're doing that. But I remember that day when that photo was taken, and it was literally the next morning when I'd gone out and my dad had had a few to drink, and Mum was like crying against the wall. And I remember he came out with this air pistol, and he goes, he put it in my hands, I was 6, and he got me to point it at my mum. And he goes, shoot her. And I remember thinking, like, I can't even lift this thing. It was so heavy in my hand, and I was just trying to do it. And I was thinking, well, what do I do? Do I listen to my dad? Do I pull the trigger? What do I do? But what I wanted to do, and which is what I did, I dropped it and I ran to my mum. And I held her, and she held me, and I just felt unconditionally loved. And I just feel like I've got the same choice now. Do I stand up and shout because I want to defend my son? Or do I just sit there and let them do that to my son again and again and again? Because I think what I've learned from this situation is it's not that they don't understand that I'm different. They don't want to, right? But that's when I first felt different. But then they're also human beings, right? So they have their own story. So it'd be unfair for me to not at least show you a part of their story too.
Not Peep, you promised. Please just stay in your office or something. Roger really wants to see you.
I haven't got that one, Bill.
Nice to see you too, Mum.
What's Rog up to then?
Mum, his name's Roger.
That's what I just said.
No, you didn't. Mum, we've talked about this. It really upsets Darren.
Well, Roger. Funny sounding name, isn't it? Did you say it was his nickname?
No, Mum, that's his full name, as you already know. Raja Gurpreet Singh Banerjee.
No normal names left then?
That is quite normal these days.
Gospel.
Gurpreet. Darren's mum's name.
I don't know why you had to choose a woman's name for a boy. He's going to have the mick taken out of him at school. They're all binary jobbies.
Transgender and non-binary. And in Seekers and Caprice can be both male and female name. It's good for them.
Hiya!
Oh, I didn't know you were...
I stayed with Heidi last night.
Didn't know that.
Well, couldn't exactly stay here, could I?
You know your continued beef with Durham has nothing to do with me, right? I'm still your daughter, and Raja likes having still your grandchild, so just leave me out of it, please.
No need for that attitude.
Precisely.
Your dad would be so sad.
Understanding, you mean?
You wouldn't give a shit. Dead now anyway, so...
Do you remember that holiday with your dad? Silly sod. Sent him off to get his tickets to somewhere nice, local, for a family holiday. I mean, what was wrong with Bognor? But no, Crete. Bloody Crete. Nearly 5 hours on a ruddy plane. Why would anyone want to go all that way when you have everything that you could possibly want right here at home? He was having another affair. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to ever think badly of him.
Because he was sick and you were looking after him.
Because he was your father and he really did love you too. It was my duty.
You should have told us, Mum.
He was doing his best. He was just built different, I guess. We don't have the right to judge him now. I mean, it was hard for me, but, well, that's not the point.
Do you remember? That's when you told us that silly joke, didn't you?
Yeah. I ate 4 cans of alphabet soup yesterday. And then I had the biggest vowel movement ever. Who knew? Last holiday ever with him. I miss us. I miss our family. We need to spend more time together, just us, so that we can keep his memory alive. He dragged me into the middle of that bloody cemetery, made me sing Amazing Grace with him, so that he could imagine how I would sing it at his funeral. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Will you sing it with me? If you know it, will you sing it with me? I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Don't judge him. You don't know what he was going through. He's still here. And we will continue to love him, all of him, nonetheless. Amazing grace. How How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like you.
Why do they judge me then? Amazing grace. They don't know what grace is. Fucking hypocrites.
I just want you to be happy. I don't see you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was part 1 of I Am Other. We have a very, very brief intermission. If I could be so kind as to ask you to leave the space just for this short period. There's toilets just along the way, and if you're in that corridor, I will bring you all in very shortly. Thank you, everyone. You're more than welcome to leave anything in the space if you'd like. You don't have to take anything out, unless you'd like to, but it's more comfortable. Thank you for bearing with us there, and with that, I would like to welcome you all back to I Am Other, Part 2.
Do you remember that incident you all saw at the beginning? So earlier that day, this is how it started around this table. And I remember him saying something that really pissed me off.
Bloody footballers.
That's it, that's what he said.
Bloody footballers. All that money, no sense whatsoever. Elbows. As I was saying, these footballers, they ought to be neutered, the lot of them. I mean, why should you be allowed access to big, fancy cars if you're going to go out, get drunk and speed all that car into the wall? Bloody idiots, the lot of them, more money than sense.
Hospital. He's in hospital, they said that on the news.
Right. Getting better on taxpayers' money then, is it?
Private, yes, private.
Whatever, they're still idiots, the lot of them.
Leave it.
Steve said he's a great player though, part of his fantasy football thing. Didn't Dad used to support that team for a while?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When he was ill. Oh, it reminds me. Oh, I used to read this to your father. Oh, the long days then. Uncomfortable seats, hospitals. He needed something to help him get through. Chapter 15 of Exodus, verse 26. If you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God and do what is right in his eyes, if you pay attention to his commands and keep all of his decrees, I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you.
Amen to that.
Wasn't that footballer from Egypt?
Oh, one of your lot.
Do you mean foreign?
I don't think that's what he meant, obviously.
No, you know, wear a cloth for a hat. I think they call it a raghead or something like that.
Raghead. Do you mean turbans? Yes, he is a Muslim, and yes, Muslims do wear turbans, but no, he is not one of my lot.
Sikhs. Darren's a Sikh.
Seeking destroy.
Aren't you? Dad had a lot of friends who were Sikh. Yeah.
Taxi drivers. They make great taxi drivers.
It's been really good to go to the Good While for dwelling. Nice for us to see both sides.
When will you be getting the children christened? Getting a bit late for my liking.
We're thinking of getting Savvy Dennis and Dennis's mum.
Done. You're not based in Turkey. It's about denouncing sins. professing your faith to Jesus.
But we're not
I
having
don't
our
know yet. I'm still thinking it all through.
Skates, best get your skates on.
Please.
What was that footballer's name?
Mo Mohammed, I think that's what Steve said.
Tiberius? Yes. What was the footballer's name?
Heidi already very kindly told you.
Do you know what his full name is, Tiberius?
Let me see. Oh. Mohammed. Creative like his parents there.
Were there a lot of footballers there?
Eh?
Were there a lot of footballers there when he crashed his car?
No.
And does it say why he crashed his car?
No, it doesn't say, but it doesn't take much to figure out, mind.
But then how did you know?
No, what
How
exactly?
did you know that he crashed his car because he was drunk?
Because that's what they all do. Football, money, women, booze.
So there was an article in a proper Sunday paper, right, about Mohammed Sharif Mohammed. Sharif means noble, okay? He has never touched a drop of alcohol in his life because he is a devout Sunni Muslim. And he's also been married to the same person for over 15 years and they have 4 children. And on top of that, he gives 60% of his salary to rehouse immigrants from Syria. He was born in Syria, Damascus, okay? And then they moved to Egypt, which is why he identifies as Egyptian. What an inspiration, don't you think?
Well done.
Identifies. He was born in Syria, then he's Syrian.
Oh dear. I read somewhere that one of his sons uses they them pronouns. It's very brave of him.
Bellenen's more like. What a load of rubbish. If he were born with a pair of bollocks, then he is a man.
That's his sex, Tiberius.
Try not to say things like that, Roy Savvy.
A man was a man and a woman was a woman in my day. We had proper hard-working jobs. We earned our way through life. That's how it was done. That's what you girls were taught. Sunday school.
Times change, Mum.
Values shouldn't.
Oh, it's all relative.
But that's his sex, Tiberius.
Look, I'm sorry, but I haven't got a clue what you are talking about.
Sex is a biological construct. Gender is a social one.
Eh?
Okay, let me explain it to you very, very basically, okay? If you are born with a pair of bollocks, biologically, socially, you can still identify as a bellend.
Excuse me, this is a dinner table, not a zoo. Finish your lunch, please. Heidi, I hear Steve got promoted in his new job. How's he doing?
Yeah, no longer passenger host, onboard manager now.
Oh, well done, Steve. Good job. Good, proper job.
Proper job.
I hope I don't work him too hard.
Yeah, expect to be getting lots of overtime.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard with Savvy. She was up all last night and it's thrown my whole day off. She's always away and I'm so tired. You guys must have it so easy both being around so much.
You can leave her with us, love. If you ever need to. Yeah, we can stay with us.
So it went like this for about an hour. And it was just really annoying because every part of me wanted to leave that table, but I couldn't, could I? Because I had to play Happy Fucking Families, be the bigger man. Could you come with me? Come back to this area. Please take a seat. You want to seat there? Whatever you want, have a seat. Wherever you want to sit or stand is up to you. So that situation, that really irks me, it really gets to me, that I have to sit there and I can't do anything about it. I want to know what irks you, right? So whether it's something small, like, I don't know, this morning somebody stole your wallet or your mate Brenda told you to fuck off, whatever it is, something small, what pissed you off? Like either this morning or in the last few days. Can I try the exercise with you?
Sure.
What tell me something that got to you. What irked you? Something small.
I'm not sure.
It's okay. Just tell me. Just something that got to you. Anything small.
I don't know, like when you try to cross the road and then it's like you don't know whether to go or not, and then the person in the car gets really angry, and then it's like you didn't go or not.
Yeah.
It's,
Because they're not respecting the rules of.
yeah.
So why does that annoy you? Do you think?
Because it like makes me feel like in a very uncomfortable situation, and it's like I don't want to annoy them, but it's like that they're kind of annoying me by like not like telling me that you're to go or not, and they're kind of
Sure.
yeah.
And why does that bother you? Like, so I'm not asking about the situation. I'm asking about the emotional reaction you have. What is it that sort of gets to you about that? Why does it get to you?
Just because it's like it just makes me feel a bit like I don't know.
It's cool. Whatever answer comes to mind. There's no right or wrong. And by the way, this isn't therapy. This is like this is self-actualization. So anything. I just want to know in here, what drove you to feel uncomfortable that somebody wasn't stopping at the traffic lights?
Because it's kind of like a thing that's normally like that's very normalised, like because it's like polite.
Yeah. So politeness has gone. But why does that make you feel bad? That politeness doesn't exist anymore? Tell me anything, any answer you have.
I don't know. It's just not nice.
Not nice. Okay. Well, let's go with that because this is a good way. Thank you so much for doing that. So the point of this exercise, which I'm going to get you to do in your groups if that's okay, is just ask that question, like something small, like somebody wouldn't stop at the traffic lights when the lights were red, and ask why 5 times, because then you might get to somewhere that says the real reason for that is whatever comes up. So I just want to give you a few minutes in those groups. Ask what irks you and ask the question why 5 times. Thank you.
It's so stupid, but it really gets me like when Rebecca takes my stuff and like just doesn't tell me. Like I really care she's okay, and then it doesn't tell me, so I have no idea where it is until I find it on her. And I think really because I think I'm going insane thinking I've lost it. Because I was like, at least like I just wouldn't tell me, I would nearly say yes. I like the options to have. Because it's like mine, and I would like to know where it is, and I like to know where it is. Like it's simple, I know where it is. And she's got it, and I know where it is.
Remember to ask why 5 times. Couple more minutes, guys. One more minute, guys.
They're getting their past, they're not, like, they're not kind of being like,
Last few seconds.
hypocrisy. Why? Because when you said something against it, the disrespect, it's just, yeah. Because I respect that. But if you go against it, when I've gone out of my way to respect,
So guys, wherever you are in your conversation, can I bring you to this area here, please? And if you want some chairs, please drag them along if you want. We need everyone in this area if that's okay. So I don't know where you got to, but like I was saying, the point of that exercise is to just try and explore what's inside, right? What's deep inside? Why do you react the way that you react? So can I have your permission to tell you what irks me? Right? So it's what I was talking to Bella about. Why do I have to leave my home so that she can take my son to see her family, right? And I was thinking a lot about that. And I think it's because I feel unwanted. I really feel unwanted. So why the fuck do I get left out? Why can't I be part of that? And then I had to, I talked to my therapist about this. We did all this stuff about masks. And I asked the question, why? Why do I feel unwanted? And I think it's because I feel alone. I feel really alone. Sometimes I'll sit and Bella would be sitting here and I'm holding Roger. I still feel alone. And it's just, I don't know how to get over that feeling. And why do I feel alone? I think it's because I think I'm a shit parent. I'm just not a good parent. Because look at the situation I put him in. I can't protect my son. I feel like an awful, awful parent. And when I talked to him about that, he made me realise that that mask that I wear of anger is actually hiding shame. And I think the reason I feel like I'm not a good parent is because I'm just ashamed of myself. Like really ashamed of myself. And I don't know how to get rid of it. It's like a smell. I just can't get rid of it. But then I asked the question, why do I feel ashamed of myself? I think it comes back to this situation, you know? Even though I was there, even though I was pointing that gun, even though I dropped it, even though she held me, and even though I felt unconditionally loved, but there was a second, right? There was a second. In fact, it may have even been shorter than a second, where I contemplated taking my mum's life when I was 6. And that's why I think I feel ashamed of myself. And I don't know how to get rid of that mask. She died recently and I haven't had a chance to tell her that I'm sorry. And I think that's why I'm still ashamed of myself. So it's why is it not okay to be different? You know? So can I ask a favour? Can I ask you all to just close your eyes for a minute? Do you remember when you were stood opposite someone when we first got into this experience? And there was somebody you were stood opposite and you were looking at them and you were looking at how they looked, what their eyes were like and so forth. And you kept looking, you kept finding them. I want you now to find a 6-year-old version of yourselves. So keep your eyes closed. And when you find that 6-year-old version of yourself, whatever they were wearing, however they were looking, what did their eyes look like? How did you have your hair? What hopes did you have? What thoughts did you have about them? And whatever that 6-year-old version of yourself, that other version of yourself, I want you to place them opposite you and look straight into their eyes. And with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine stepping into their shoes. Because when you open your eyes in a little bit, I want you to see the rest of this experience through their eyes, through their lens, through that 6-year-old version of this story. Because they won't have had masks, they will have just had hope. So So when you're ready, I'd like to tell you the rest of this story. And if you stay with it.
You bitch. This is so good. I can't believe I managed to get your bathroom done. I want one.
Yeah, a long time coming. Durham's contract paid for it.
It's very, Middle Eastern. Durham's choice? No? Or me?
Okay, I'll tell you something, but you can't tell Mum.
Right.
Actually, don't tell anyone, promise. We're going to get another tattoo.
What? It's a bit skanky.
Thanks.
Look, Mum didn't like the one you got done in Greece. She's definitely not going to like this one.
Dad likes it.
Still can't believe that Dora managed to get this done. He's doing well now.
Yeah, gets to do his own stuff for once.
Said it must be hard, you know, not knowing 1 month to the next.
Between both our jobs, we're doing okay.
How's work going back? Can't believe they gave you so much hassle for being off sick.
Yeah, they deleted my account. Everything, because I'm not done in 2 months. Been working there for nearly 5 years, and that's what they think of you if you decide you need time just to take care of yourself.
Why don't you do something else?
Like what?
Like anything. You're always the best at everything. Why not?
This is what I want to do. I just wish they would make it so fucking hard to be a woman and make a decent living in that place.
Yeah, but it's hard for me too. I really struggle at work. I've had to work really hard to get where I am.
Yeah, well, things are just a bit tight at the minute, so just being careful.
I can tell, what with the new bathroom and everything.
Hides? It's been planned for ages, you know that? Been saving for nearly 3 years to get this done.
But still, it can't be that bad on your salary. Must be amazing in the car park, all the Teslas next to each other.
You're right. Trained my arse off for this job. Sweat my guts for nearly half a decade. Pay hasn't gone up with inflation in that time, and if you count the hours I actually work, I don't earn minimum wage. But no, I should be earning the same as someone who pissed away their formative years, did a diploma at night school, and is now the best teaching assistant in orthotics, because you know, that's the same.
Fuck off.
You fuck off. Sorry. I miss Dad. He would have loved the kids, both of them.
Yeah, well, you were always his favourite.
Please, Hines, will you just let it go?
I don't think it's a good idea for us to hang out this Christmas either. I don't want Anya like that around Savvy. She notices it. I don't want her to see that.
Hines, that was 1.5 years ago. That's a long time. Don't you think we should just let it go?
She's too young for that.
I think you're being a bit unfair.
Look, Mum doesn't like him. Tiberius can't stand
I know
him.
his family, isn't he? Look, did you know that today I had to ask him to leave his own home and family again just so you could come and visit? You get that that's a big ask, right? Like, he didn't have to say yes to that, but he did.
Maybe you should toe the line.
Yeah, that'll be the day. That's not who he is.
Maybe that's the problem.
You don't know him like I do, Hines.
I don't think I want to if he's like that.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
Look, when Dad died, you were at uni again, and Mum was left to pick up the pieces. No matter what she's like, I owe her, and I'm not going to stand anyone treating her like that.
Torrance only sticking up for the way he feels has been treated by her, by them. But this isn't just a one-off thing. She's been like this since I met him. You know that.
Where does that leave us then?
I don't know.
I think it just needs time for us to feel safe.
Safe? What does that mean? Do you know what irks me? What really irks me? Why am I in the middle of it if I have nothing to do with the situation? see what happened. But all of a sudden my family doesn't want to know me, my husband or my child. And my husband doesn't want to know my family. It really fucks me off. Why? Because I am always in the middle. Try and do my best to make sure that everyone's happy. No one ever is. At least for me. But don't get me wrong, I love him. I really love him. No one has ever given me the care and attention that he does every day. He has his issues, like we all do. My dad did. But he tries his best. And all he cares about is making sure that we're okay. His family, that we're safe. That's all he's got left. I wish they would see that side of him. But then he doesn't see that side of them. I love my mum and my sister too. I would do anything for them. I mean, they don't exactly help themselves. They wanted me to marry someone with a proper job. And though they'll never admit it, I think they're embarrassed by the fact that I chose Durham over someone like Steve. Dare I say it, I think a proper job is code for white and Christian to them. Why am I always in the middle? Because I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want to tell them what I really think. I just want to get on with it. Why? Because if I'm being really honest, then they'd have to admit that they see me as different too. Why? Because I don't say yes when I mean them, because I'm not hiding! I wish he hadn't said anything, I wish he'd just sucked it up and let it go! I've always asked him to do love, he's always had to do for the greater good. And I know Durham always, and I mean always, has to keep digging to find his truth, but that's not how the world works, Durham! And I know that's him, and I don't want to change things. I just want my family to come to my son's birthday party. And I want our kids to be together at Christmas. Like we used to when we were young.
When you guys did your values exercise, you chose wealth, family, fun, creativity, hope, home, love, loyalty, health, independence, love again, hope again. How's give you those? Now, having seen everything you've seen, through whatever lens you've seen it through, as a whole group, as a whole audience, as a whole world, as a whole society, what three values, and they don't have to be from there, they can be from here, there might be some that we've missed. What three values now represent all of you, do you think? What three values could represent you? I'll give you that response. Cool. Just take a few minutes, and remember to talk from here, okay? Just what's your gut response to that?
I still feel love. I don't think it's, yeah, I also feel like acceptance.
So we've got love and compassion so far. Yeah. One more. Just shout something out that you feel in here matters to you. What is it? What's the third one?
Like fairness, because I don't think everyone's been treated fair.
Yeah. Like,
In a sense. Yeah.
I've also got dignity.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Equality, that's the word I was thinking of, because you said equality.
Oh, dignity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'd like to show you the next part of the story, which is happens over there where they were sat, and happens over there where we were. And you know, everything you've seen so far was like a year in advance of this incident, or a year and a half, or months ahead. But the very next day, these two wrote me a letter. They wrote me this.
I just don't believe it. How dare he talk to me like that? You know what? We need to write him a letter, like I told you, remember?
Fine. But I don't want to write it now.
Oh, do it now, you won't do it later, and you know it.
His behaviour was inexcusable. Awful. Look, Bella, the kids.
Fine, I'll write it, but it has to come from you.
No, don't you write it. I will write it. Will you just stop interfering?
I told you before, don't ever talk to me like that. Now do as you're told. Get writing. Right. You will, no doubt, have gained a selfish satisfaction at having totally ruined a lovely Sunday lunch with your outrageous, foul-mouthed outburst of bigoted views and opinions that only appear to exist in your head. They were totally uncalled for. No, unprovoked sounds better. Unprovoked. They were totally unprovoked and without foundation. And I am horrified that you had the temerity to play the race card. Are you really that insecure?
Should we be doing this? Are you sure, love? I agree with you, but it might mean I never get to see her again, ever. Probably.
Just write what I tell you to write.
Tiberius has said that if he is guilty of anything, then that is again having to witness, without passing any comment, what he feels to be a display of abysmal table manners by Raja, which seems to be condoned by you and Bella. Before you start, that is how he feels, and if that is founded by what you smugly describe as
1920s values!
1920s values. Maybe you should start examining the true worth of those values.
You shouldn't have said that, darling. I think you've just pushed it too far.
Pushed it too far, it's the truth. Look at what they've written, right? It's the truth, so I said it.
Okay, but look where we are now.
We have to cut that shit out, okay?
I'd rather have a broken relationship with them than no relationship at all.
Fucking hell. That's like saying, oh look, I've got a tumour, it's my only one. Cut that toxic shit out.
I don't see them the way you do.
You appear to think that Tiberius assaulted Raja. How pathetic. To interpret that moving a plate in the way of Raja filling with a glass of water, which wasn't his, could in any way be considered to be a physical attack. Also, where were your parenting skills in stopping Raja's actions in the first place?
Do you see the hypocrisy? Look at what they're writing and look how he treats your mother.
It's just the way they see the world. They probably don't even see it that way.
But then what's the point, Bella?
To survive, I guess.
You have really overstepped the mark this time with your offensive outbursts and accusations. Don't you ever learn.
Where do we go from here? Well, that is up to you, Durham. So think very carefully.
If we are to move forward, you will first have to make a full and unreserved apology. Without that, I cannot start to forgive your actions. I will not consider for now being under the same roof as you under any circumstances. Dog. I'm not fucking apologising, Bella.
I don't think you should, but
But what?
there's no blame here, darling, but I want to see your family.
You want to see? Oh, Bella, I'm never ever going to get in the way of that. I never want to get between you and them. But look at how they've treated him. Look how they're treating me. 5 years, Bella. But if you tell me the truth, okay, and your truth is that even though they've done all that, the right thing is for me to apologise to them, yeah, for us, for our family, then I'll do it.
I know. You're an idiot, but you're my idiot. I love you.
What's the solution? If I say there's no blame, like Gandhi said, you can't shake hands with a clenched fist, what's the solution? What do I do? How do I solve this? What do you think? Any thoughts, any ideas, anything at all?
You're kind of putting a rock in a hard place. Like, if you apologise just for the sake of it, it's not going to change their behaviour. But if you don't apologise, then you have nothing. So, I mean, that itself is an awful thing because none of them have that situation to deal with. They don't have to make any decision, it's all on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember it's the way that get one of those seen in German.
Yeah, you keep saying, say that again, sorry.
And wake up with the way that you get one of them so you still have the custody of the child.
Yeah. Yeah. But I love her, like, she's my wife, and we are, it's us against them. It's hard to reconcile that. Without her, I don't know if I could do it. But I know what you're saying, and I appreciate what you're saying. Anything else? Any other thoughts?
So I'll just cheeky voice and saying, come on.
I have that cheeky voice anyway. I wake up with that cheeky voice. Yeah. Any other thoughts at all? I know this is in the way, but I wonder if I could get some of you to come round so that I can show you the next part of this. If you're up for it, I'll sit here if that's better.
Less extreme sort of thing.
Go for it. You mean less extreme than that? Yeah. Okay, good.
How they kind of really picked up with the way to like let our working on how severely it's like not just like to suck up, but like do you know what I mean, like show the consequences of what it's doing to everyone.
Do you know, when this incident happened nearly 2 years ago now, that's exactly what I did, like a lot. But to be fair to her as well, it's hard to have that conversation. And you know, we've got to understand her side of the story too, right? Like she said, I'd rather have a broken relationship than no relationship at all. I don't agree with that, but I've still got to respect it, right? And it's so hard to talk in a way that allows us to have a way forward, because it's not just us talking, it's with them that we need to talk. And I don't think I'll ever be able to change their minds, but I want to make sure my son is not affected. So this is a turban. So, like I said to you before, you know, Sikhs have the 5Ks, and this is the thing that we're most recognised by. And I hated wearing this when I was a kid, because it just made me feel different, like in a bad way, do you know what I mean? Like sort of round peg in a square hole, a brown man in a white world. That's how I felt growing up. And at school, it was just awful because I was wearing this. I was the only person who had this on in the school that I went to. So then all the names started. You know how creative like kids are at that age. We had bobblehead, Baggy Man. Oh, my favourite, Bud Bud Ding Ding. I love that. It's So what the hell does Sikhism have to do with bells and buses, right? But then as I grew up, it just got worse. I just really despised the fact that my mum used to force me to wear this when I was a kid. And then I had him, I had Roger. And then I started wearing this, I'd be forced to wear it for like weddings and stuff, right? And weirdly, after he came along, it started to mean something. I started to actually feel different, but in a good way, because it became something that, I guess it's about identity, right? I had something to say, even though it's meaningless in terms of a physical thing, but emotionally and mentally it started to mean something to me. And it made me realise that it's about selflessness. I want my son to not have the life I had. I don't want him to have a mask. I don't want him to be ashamed. And then I started to realise how important this is. I wonder if, would somebody just help me tie it? Would anyone help me? Would somebody help me? Thank you. So if you just stand over there. And if we just spread it out, that's it. Keep going back. So we need it to be as tight as possible. Can you see there? In fact, I'll tell you what, we'll come around here. There you go, keep back, that's it. And if you just open it up. So this is a short turban actually, they're normally about twice the length of this. And when my mum taught me that, so if you just put it tighter and do that, that's it. Now fold it in half. That's it, and keep both sides tight. And then if we take it on this side, cool, yeah, and pull it tight towards you, just hold, that's it. And if we take this, that's it, fold it there. And yeah, go for it. So what I'm going to do is, if you keep it tight there, I'm going to do this. Can I ask you to just hold this side for me? And just hold, like play like a version of tug and war. Just hold this and just keep it tight. Thank you so much. Got it? Cool. I'll just sort this side out. And my mum used to say that it's like getting the bonds, thank you so much, getting the bonds as tight and as clear as we can. So if you hold that, my dad then used to teach me about this. He said that this is like a human iron. So I'm going to pull against you, so just keep it tight. And that this is the way you iron the turban, but it's also about, he said, just hold it as tight as you can. I'm going to do this a few times, is that right?
Yeah.
And then we're just going to tighten the way in which this is tied. And then we wrap it up like this. Thank you so much. And then you collect the turban. Thank you so much. And do you remember I said that it's all about my hair, which I've never ever cut. So, and I have washed it, so don't judge me. It's all about the discipline of keeping your hair in order so that you could tie the turban. And the idea here was that as we use the discipline of doing your hair, you think about what it meant to be a Sikh. And for me, it was like thinking about what it meant to be okay, what it meant to be myself. So you tie a top knot. And what I loved, eventually, about tying the turban, was that when I did, it reminded me of the fact that whenever I tied it, my mum used to sing to me as well.
कैसे रुके
if I spread this out, in fact, if we spread it out again, could somebody give me a hand with it? I'll just keep it involves everyone, so if you just take that hand, somebody take that hand, and we're just going to spread this out. So if you could spread it on the floor, just like this. I need to stand up for it. That's it. Just if you can, spread it out on the floor. And do you remember that question that we've been dealing with, which is, why is it not okay to be different? There's a deeper question, which is, what does difference mean to you? In however a way you want to express it, whether you want to draw, you want to write, whatever you want to do, I wondered if you consider just sharing your answer to that question. What does difference mean to you? And I'm going to ask Raja if we can use his pens. And if he says yes, maybe you could use those. So here's Raja and his pens. So please feel free to take one and take your time. And in any way that you want to express it, anywhere on this cloth, what does difference mean to you? Go for it. What does difference mean to you? What does difference mean to you? And in your own time, when you finish, I'm sure Roger will appreciate his spare time and his graceful inquiry. What does difference mean to you? Cool. So before I tell you the final part of our story, has everyone finished? Everyone okay? Perfect, thank you. What we're going to do is we're going to tie this turban around the whole table together. If you spread out along the whole table, and if you could take one end of it, so this is quite an interesting exercise. But if one of you takes that and goes that way around the columns, I'll come this way. If you spread out outside along the whole length of it, that's it. Keep going.
Like this?
Yeah. So if you give me that, sorry. There you go. Now, if you take this side, there you are. You take that. I'll get inside and I'll spread it. The idea is we're going to make a circle around. We're going to tie a turban around the whole table. So basically, we're just going to open it up as much as we can. There you are. Thank you. So if you take that side, keep going, guys. Spread out that way. So take, like literally, all of you spread out along the turban and help me tie it around the table. That's it. And keep the writing on the inside if you can, or whatever. Just choose one. That's it. That's it. this might need to come this way. So you take that's it. That's it. Thank you. And who's the person who has the privilege of, if you hold both sides, that's it, cool. So if you just tighten it a little bit, there you go. You can be the guardian. Okay? Ready? Everyone here? Okay. And you can spread out, look, there's some space there if you want to, so it's totally up to you. You just go wherever you want to. Do you remember the incident I showed you right at the beginning? Do you remember what he was doing to my son?
Right. Now, this hand here, this hand there, elbows off the table. Finish what's on your plate before taking any more food, please. Do you understand? I said, do you understand?
Raja, you don't have to answer those questions, okay, Baba? Good boy. Don't worry, don't worry.
Come on, you two, there's pudding.
Are you having some?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I just thought she was trying to lose some weight, thanks, Mum. I'm just saying what you said.
Probably a good thing.
Bells, biscuit. Durham.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love one. Thank you very much. That meal was lovely.
Bella and Durham made it, actually.
Right. Thank you.
Durham.
Yes, please, yeah.
He's still not diabetic.
Where did that come from?
Just a biscuit, Mum.
Look, why is he taking another piece of cheese? He's got a piece already.
Don't know. Manners, I guess.
Or you two, eat up, otherwise no biscuits.
Excuse me, eat your cheese, please. Even the other piece, now that you've touched it.
Look, what's he doing now? Playing with it.
Unbelievable.
Finish what's on your plate first, please.
Come on, darling.
He's trying to fiddle with me.
Raja, do you want another slice? Yeah? Have as many slices as you want. Have all of the cheese if you like, Tally.
Good look, all that cheese on your plate, princess.
Just drop that food on the floor. What a waste. Do you know, I think he did that on purpose. His table manners are just disgusting.
Cheese is confetti.
Do you remember that moment? When he was about to hit my son? I lied to you. Because I told you that he physically hit him, right? But he didn't actually touch him. His intention was to hurt him, but didn't physically touch him. But when you're 6 and somebody shoves some plates at you, or somebody puts a gun in your hand, it's not on the outside that you break, it's on the inside. And the mask you put on at that age, you never ever get to take off. Because you'll never ever be able to see the world for what it is. It's not because I'm brown that I'm different. It's because I'm broken on the inside and no one asks me why. But I had to watch him do this to my son. So I'm angry. I'm fucking angry. And I'm allowed to be. All I get from them is you lot. Go back to your own country. Stop taking our jobs. Stop fucking integrate. Don't integrate. Get out. Do you remember that holiday in Crete? She told me all she did was read English. She spoke English because she didn't want to speak foreign. She kept reading the Bible to people because they weren't British. They made no effort to integrate. All of a sudden, British seems very synonymous with being my lot. But there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to sit here and take it. But I had to stand up for my son. What the fuck are you doing to my son? Why are you attacking my son?
I've not got the...
You assaulted my son, you racist piece of shit.
Don't you use language like that with him.
That's not going to fucking help you. The last thing you are is Christian. When you pop your clothes, this is not the direction you're going to go in.
Hey, how dare you talk to us like that?
How dare you assault my son?
Lord rebuke you. Get these hands taken.
Do you know what? Take your favourite daughter or your favourite granddaughter and fuck off as well.
You always have a bee in your bonnet about us being a It's all in your head.
Please, guys, just leave it. This isn't to do with
And
Did
this
no
is
one
to do with all
see
of us.
what just happened?
Nothing!
Are you not going to say anything?
Please don't raise your voice. Can we just talk about this, please?
Your behaviour, as always, has been very aggressive.
Yeah? Yeah? Well, fuck you! And fuck all of you! And shame on all of us for judging without asking why. Amazing grace. They sing Amazing Grace. There's no such thing as grace in their eyes. All they see is a different face. In fact, that's what it should be called, a different face. A different face. How cruel the sound has shunned a wretch like me. I once was lost, but I've come aground. I was blind, but now I see. That grace that turned my heart to fear and grace my tears relived. How fractious does that grace appear, now that myself I did concede. Idle words will promise good to be. My hope this world secured. But you, my passion and shield to be, as long as life endured. Like 10,000 years have gone. Truth is dying in the sun. And we've got no more days to sing anyone's praise and know we could have been one. We could have been one. We could have been one. We could have been one.